everyone! In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to crop your photos in Photoshop. It's actually very similar to how to crop in Lightroom, so let's do it. In Photoshop I've already opened up an image here and notice just how much background is left in this image. There's lots of the part of this image that I just don't need. You may crop to eliminate excess background like this, or you may need to just get rid of some distractions in the background, or maybe you took the picture in one orientation, so like notice my image here is a horizontal orientation, it's wider than it is tall, and maybe I want it to be vertical and get rid of all this background. So those are some reasons that you might crop, and here's how to do it. So on the toolbar, this is your crop tool, so I'm going to go ahead and click on crop tool. Alright, once I click on that, it usually gives you a box of some kind, and then there are the options for the crop tool at the very top of Photoshop. We want to adjust some of these because right now I have my ratio set to a square, a 1:1 ratio. And there's a lot of different ones when you click on the drop down, and the one I want you to focus on mainly is this one here. It says 4:5, and in parentheses it says 8:10. In Lightroom, I have you guys do the same cropping ratio, although it's called 5:4, but that one is perfect. It's great for printing. Now, once you set that ratio, you have the same numbers here on the side, and notice the little arrows here. When you click that, it changes the cropping orientation, so you can choose whether you want it to be a vertical or horizontal image. Personally, I think that this one will be better as a vertical image because it's going to take away a lot of that excess background that I don't need. So what I can do is I can actually grab the photo and I can move it around. Anytime you see a white or a checkered background, that's not part of the image, so make sure you're only including the image itself. And I can also grab the corners and adjust it more. Now you don't want to crop so much, like this would be just too much. Notice how much of the photo I would be getting rid of, and that's going to cause pixelation and not a sharp image. So I do still want to keep most of this image, I just want to get most of the background, empty background out. Okay. Notice that you get this grid on here too. This is actually to help you follow the rule of thirds. So I could place myself here in the center, or I can place my subject here on one of the lines to be a little bit off center. Now notice I've got white in the background there, so I'm going to shrink it a little bit more. Alright, so once I like where it's at, I like that I can see the blue and the pink and the white from the light. I think that looks cool. Then you can set your crop up here with a check mark. If you totally hate your crop, don't want to do it, or accidentally did something, you can always do the little circle here to cancel your crop. But I'm going to go ahead and check it. Alright, and that's how to crop. Make sure that you are saving however you should be saving, as a Photoshop file and as a JPEG. For more information about how to save, watch the tutorial for how to save.